Hi everyone, this is Allison Bickle from GiveSignup, RunSignup. Today I'm going to do a webinar on donations and fundraising during COVID-19. So let's go ahead and get started. So for today's agenda, we're going to be covering first donation websites, which are available to 501c3 organizations through givesignup.org. And I'm going to walk you through how you can create a donation website and customize it. And then I'm going to walk through donation forms. Again, this is 501c3 organizations only and through GiveSignup. And then to finish up, I'm quickly going to cover RunSignup for donations and fundraising, which is a platform that's available to everyone, nonprofits, race directors, and has more fundraising capabilities. I also wanted to touch on virtual fundraising events. That's something I've heard a lot of talk about, a lot of emails I've seen coming from other platforms about this. One of the good ideas that I'm hearing from a lot of our customers is hosting a free virtual event, like an endurance event with a fundraising or donation goal. We're going to be having a virtual events webinar next week. We don't have a date currently scheduled, but RunSignup is coming out with a lot of really simple, easy to use virtual race tools. Everything from virtual race bibs to making it really simple for your participants to post their results. And that webinar, which will be sent out next week with a registration link to it, is really going to be where you'll be able to dig into what's the best way to convert your fundraising event to a virtual online event. And I also, in the slides, which you'll all receive at the end of the webinar, I wanted to include a link to our donations and fundraising webinar that I did last month for RunSignup. That's really where you can dig into how to set up your event on RunSignup with the best configuration for your donation and fundraising virtual endurance event, or in the future, your in-person endurance event. So I've thought a lot about just the general approach to fundraising and giving over the last couple of weeks. I think I've kind of come to the conclusion, as I'm sure all of you have, that this is and is going to continue to be a really, really difficult time for nonprofits. And I think the priority right now for everyone is engaging your communities. People are isolated and they need that connection more than ever. And I really think that for nonprofits, you need to focus on employees, the people that you're working with, the beneficiaries of your nonprofit's mission, and the people who are volunteering first. I don't think now, while COVID-19 cases are kind of increasing at an exponential rate, is the time to take a donor first approach. Really just focus on your organization and engaging the people who are most connected to you. And then I do think, obviously, it's relevant to be doing campaigns and trying to raise funds during this time as well. I think it's really important that no matter what your nonprofit mission is, that you somehow find a way to tie it to COVID-19 and to explain why it's important to support your organization, your mission, your beneficiaries, tying it to everything that's going on in the world. I've seen some nonprofits kind of continue with their traditional giving campaigns that they would normally do this time of year. And it's been very negative responses on Facebook because, unfortunately, so many people are getting laid off and there's a lot of fear around current events. I've seen a lot more positive responses to nonprofits that have kind of been able to pivot and bring their mission, tie it to everything that's going on with coronavirus. And then last, I think the most important thing is being able to keep things really simple and easy, really clear, simple communication. I think there's a time and place for fundraising and like setting up drip campaigns. I don't know if that's now. I'll be interested to get feedback from nonprofits and you guys that are working on these campaigns and understand what does and doesn't work well. And again, what's appropriate for right now might change a few weeks from now. But that's just kind of my general thoughts and designing an approach to fundraising and donations right now. So the first thing I'm going to cover are donation websites, and I'm kind of keeping this on the most simple parts of our GiveSignup, RunSignup platform, because like I said, I think things just need to be really simple and easy right now. Donation websites are a way that you can build a website or multiple websites. They can be either for your nonprofit or for a specific fundraising cause. So walk you through how to create your donation website to begin with. You can go to GiveSignup.org, click the Get Started Free button on the website, and it's going to come up with a pop-up, and you can click Create a Donation Website. The system's going to prompt you to log in. If you're an existing RunSignup user, you can use your RunSignup login. If you are a new customer, you can create an account. But your RunSignup login will work on GiveSignup. When you create a donation website, it's going to take you into a really, really simple wizard where you're going to fill in basic information about your nonprofit or the specific campaign that you're doing. The wizard only has 3 steps. So the first step, you're going to be entering in basic details about your nonprofit. And like I was saying, you can make this general or specific to a campaign. Because GiveSignup is free to use, you can create as many different donation websites as you would like. There are no costs or setup fees with doing that. So just as an example, you can name the donation website Moorestown Animal Shelter, or you can name it Moorestown Animal Shelter COVID-19 Emergency Fund. There's a lot of flexibility with that, and it kind of just gives you a nice little website that you can customize for either your nonprofit or a specific campaign that you're doing. The next step of the wizard is where you can set up payment, and that's where we would pay donations out to your organization. You can link an existing 501c3 payment account that you have already set up on RunSignup. If you are a new customer, you don't have an existing 501c3 payment account on RunSignup, you can either create your new payment account right away. You can invite somebody from a nonprofit organization to add a payment account for the donation website, or you can use it in test mode, and that just lets you kind of test the platform, see if it fits for what you're looking to do. And then the third step is just finishing. So you can either view your website that you've just created, or you can go to the donation dashboard to customize it. Your donation website dashboard is going to look also quite familiar to you that are RunSignup customers. You see that same menu search with the tabs where you're going to be able to configure more advanced settings, such as your donation settings, customize your website. So the 3 main things that you need to go in and customize when you set up a donation website are 1, the web page. So you're going to want to add your nonprofit's color scheme, your logo, your social media handles. I recommend that you add a cover page. It's a really simple point-and-click website builder. We have additional webinars and how-to guides on how you can add a cover page, but I will briefly go through that during the demo. Next, you're going to want to turn on donations and configure all of your settings. It's a really easily organized page where you can just click into each of the different tabs, turn on the settings that you want, add your own custom content, and it's very intuitive, easy for you to set up. The third thing you're going to want to customize are your notifications. So you're going to want to add custom thank yous and your tax deductible information for your nonprofit to the automatically generated receipts that get sent to your donors. That way they're able to use that when they go to take a tax deduction from their donation. Okay, so I'm going to leave my slides for a minute, and I'm going to go into a quick demo of what this looks like. So this is GiveSignup.org. Again, you can log into your RunSignup.com account. If you're a new customer, you can create an account. You're going to click the purple Get Started Free button, and that's going to pop up with different paths that you can take. So the one that we're going through today is create a donation website. So you can click on that, and that brings you into your wizard. And this is where you can add the name. Again, this can be your nonprofit, or it could be a specific campaign, the description, your contact email. So it's really just a few simple fields that you need to fill out to get your donation website set up and started. Elizabeth from our GiveSignup team made this really great demo website. This is not a real nonprofit, but we just wanted to give you an idea of kind of how you can customize your website. I'm just going to start by showing you the front end, then we'll go to the dashboard. So you can upload the custom logo. You have a sticky donate call to action button that's at the top. The website's mobile optimized, and that donate button, that call to action, is always going to be at the top of the page. That's a really nice way to have a free website, either for a campaign or for your nonprofit if you want to upgrade that website that you're currently using, with a really nice, slick, easy to customize and free website. So Elizabeth added a cover page featuring nice photographs with a message about their COVID-19 response for their shelter, different images. You can add different text. You can add different call to action buttons. And then when you click donate, you are able to make a donation. So you're able to customize this page with different text. You can add your own unique donation levels with different levels of description. You'll see with GiveSignup, you're able to accept both one-time and recurring donations. You can also make donations on behalf of, in memory of, and we also have different designations. So Elizabeth has 3 of them set up for this pet shelter. So that's a nice way for people to specify what part of your nonprofit's operations they would like their donation to go to. So I'm going to go to the dashboard where this has been set up and walk you through those 3 main things that you want to customize when you create your donation website. So the first one is going to be the web page. And the first thing that you want to customize is your theme. Adding your own color scheme is a nice way to brand your donation website. You can click add your custom color scheme, same as on RunSignup dashboard. You can click in and you're able to add the hex codes for your different theme colors, so it can be very exact. You can come in here, add your logo, your social handles. And then the next thing that I recommend is adding a cover page. So it's really simple to drag and drop. So you can display the content different orders. If you want to add additional sections, you can, you have a lot of different ways that you can add additional content. It kind of keeps you within the confines of your theme colors, which means your website design is going to look pretty good. You can add different titles, you know, support the animals, save that. And then that's just a very simple way that you can continue to add additional content to your donation website. The other thing to mention is you can bring over a free domain or subdomain. So if you would like your website, instead of saying givesignup.org/donation website/precious paws shelter, Elizabeth could enter a domain such as donate.precious paws shelter.org. The guides will walk you through. You can click this help button to access the guides, but they will walk you through the step-by-step directions for mapping your domain. So if you own a domain already, it's really simple to set up a subdomain, and that can be a nice way to extend that branding that you do for your donation website. The next thing that you're going to want to do is go to the donation setup tab, and you're going to want to walk through these different tabs here and make sure the settings are configured the way you would like. So this is where you can allow recurring donations, where you can populate the website with your message, add a logo, add your custom levels, And then this is where you can get more into the different displays. So if you are setting up a campaign for your COVID-19 response, you may want to have a donation goal that shows in your website, and you may want to be showing the goal progress. If you're just doing kind of an open-ended donation, you don't want a specific goal, you don't have to turn these features on. Again, you have a lot of flexibility with how you can display your donors and how you can feature your different text options. So this is the donation setup page. And again, if you need to dig more into one of these sections to better understand how to set it up, you can press the help button on the side and it will take you to the step-by-step directions for how to set that up. The next thing that you're going to want to set up are your notifications. So the first notification is a donation made, and that's the important one to customize. So this gives you a default text for thank you for your donation. It will populate with that donor's information for how much they donated. And what you can come in and do is you can add your unique thank you for donating to our cause. And you can add your own thank you message, and you can add your tax deductible information, which is going to be your nonprofit's name, your address, and your tax ID. So you'll want to add that to this email, and that's automatically sent to everyone who makes a donation. So that's a quick overview of what a donation website is, how you would create one from GiveSignup.org. And so it's pretty simple. It doesn't take long to set up, and it gives you a way to start collecting donations very quickly. Right. So what are donation forms? Donation forms are another way that you can collect donations, but they are a lot more simple than a donation website. So the donation website lets you add all this different content to the page. You have a sticky call to action button. It's really nice as an information hub. A donation form is a nice call to action if you're posting on social media, if you're sending out an email campaign asking for donations. It's a very clean white label donation form where you can send it out, people can click on it. There are no menu items. It's a very simple page. It's a very direct call to action with no sort of distractions that you would click out of. And it's just 2 steps. So the first one is just the simple donation page where I can select the amount I want to donate. And then the next page I go to once I confirm my donation is a thank you message, which you can customize. So to create a donation form, you first have to set up your donation website, and then you go into the donation forms tab and you click the blue create a donation form button. Within each donation form, you can customize the settings. They're going to inherit the branding that you added for your donation website. So that theme color that you set up, the different donation levels that you set up, those are automatically going to apply to your donation form. And then you're going to be able to customize different things like the message, the logo for that form, the different frequencies that people can give, the different donation levels that show, along with other things. A nice thing about this donation form is it's a very clean URL. If you've added a custom domain or subdomain, the custom URL is going to show that domain or subdomain instead of the GiveSignup.org URL. That makes it very easy to share it. You don't have a super long URL with a bunch of numbers and letters. It's very clean. Once you create your donation form, and again, you can create one or many, it's really simple to click on that to copy the URL, and then you can just share it on social media via email. This is also a really nice solution if you already have your own nonprofit website and you just want an elevated white label solution to collect donations or to email out to your supporters. So I'm going to show you what donation forms look like. Okay, I'm going to here. So this is a different donation website that Chris from our GiveSignup team set up. So within the donation website, he has already come in here and customized the page theme. He's added a logo. He's, kind of added the different settings under donations to his website. So he has the different messaging, for his donation website. And then with donation forms, you can just click create a donation form and you'll be able to customize your settings. So I want to go in and look at the one that he's already set up for the COVID-19 Emergency Response Fund. So the donations are being accepted until the 15th, but you don't have to add an end date. You can make this open-ended. Here we have a mail a card option where people can dedicate their donation and you'll be able to mail a thank you card to their honoree. This text is for absorb the processing fee. So you can give donors the option to cover the processing fee. It's a really nice tool that nonprofits like because it can lower their costs. Like I said, GiveSignup is a free platform. The only cost is a 4% processing fee on donations. So allowing donors to cover that can significantly reduce your costs and actually make GiveSignup a cheaper option than your traditional PayPal donation buttons. Here you're able to customize the frequencies that show. So for this donation form, Chris has a one-time giving option and a monthly giving option. The donation message will automatically pull from the message that you have for your donation website, but if you're setting up a donation form, you can customize it with a unique message. And so with this donation form, it's been customized with a unique COVID-19 response message for how the actors of the Philadelphia Theater Collective are being impacted by the COVID-19 outbreak. Down here, you're able to add a confirmation page redirect, and this is going to show on the page after you've made your donation as a button that you can direct your visitors to go to. If you have your own nonprofit website, you can add a custom URL and you can add custom button text, and let's just say this is going to go to RunSignup.com after I make a donation. And again, just some simple donation levels added here. So we'll save that. And then I'm going to show you what this looks like. So this is the donation form. This is the message that we added. These are the donation levels that were added. You'll see here I have the one-time and monthly giving options. So I'm going to make a $10 donation, and I'm going to make it on behalf of RunSignup. And I can click continue. And this brings me to the checkout page. So I can fill in my information here. And then this is my payment information. This is on a test server for RunSignup. So I have a fake credit card number to make a fake transaction. And just pay now. And then I get a confirmation page. And it's just a quick thank you message letting me know I will receive my receipt via email. And when I click this Learn More button, it's going to take me to runsignup.com. And so if this is your nonprofit, you can have a Learn More button or find out more information, and then you can just direct people right back to your website. So it's a really simple, clean way to ask for and accept donations. So again, you can create one or multiple donation forms. I just wanted to show you really quickly. So if you just copy this donation form URL, you can go into the email platform that your nonprofit uses. I set up a free account on MailChimp. I think it's free if you have less than 2,000 people that are on your mailing list. And you can just create an email. Let's call this COVID-19 emergency fund. Begin that. And I'm going to skip the first couple of things, but I can just design an email let's just do this one. And this kind of gives me a template to start with. But I can come into here where there's this button and I can change it to donate, and I can add the web address for my donation form. And then I can email that out to my supporters. Obviously, I'm going to customize this email more, but it's just a really simple way to direct people to a simple page where they can make a donation. And because it has your branding, it has your messaging, your call to action, and if you add a custom domain, you know, your URL branding, it's a really official looking and white label solution to collecting donations. So it can be a good solution for your nonprofit. I'm going to go back into present mode. So the last thing I'm going to cover is just RunSignup. So donation and fundraising solution for everyone. So why would you use RunSignup instead of GiveSignup? So the first thing is maybe you need a full website with different menu items for your event or for your nonprofit. So we don't have custom content on GiveSignup at this time. So creating a race on RunSignup, even if you repurpose it to a general event or just a fundraising campaign, which I'll show you in the next slide, you can really create a more advanced website with more content. RunSignup is also nice because you can accept donations whether or not you're a 501c3. I added a note here that you can't issue tax-deductible receipts if you're not a 501c3. However, you can still customize the donation confirmation email with a thank you message. A lot of event organizers and races are being hit really hard right now as well. RunSignup is a really nice solution for collecting donations during this time. RunSignup is also your solution if you want fundraising features right now. So if you want to set up a fundraising campaign, you can do that using RunSignup. In the next 4 to 5 weeks, we're going to be releasing fundraising campaigns as another solution within your donation website. So you'll be able to do fundraising campaigns that aren't attached to an event on RunSignup, probably starting end of April, early May. We kind of decided with the outbreak of coronavirus that we wanted to just pivot from what we were doing and focus on the things that we thought would be most useful to our customers. You've kind of seen that over the last couple of weeks with our focus on, you know, financials, on virtual events, and now on fundraising. So that's kind of going on in the background. So we're excited that, you know, as we kind of get past the peak of the outbreak, we're going to have a really good and again, a free solution for fundraising for nonprofits. The other point I wanted to make about using RunSignup is you can still use GiveSignup.org for your website instead of RunSignup.com. So if your focus is on the nonprofit and you prefer the GiveSignup branding, that's really simple for you to do. So the two places where you can kind of repurpose a RunSignup race page. One, if you don't want a sign up button, you're not having an event, you just want to use RunSignup for donations, you can actually hide the sign up button that shows on your website by going to race page and then clicking menu order. And there's little buttons here for your different content pages, and you can click hide sign up header button. And that's going to take away that sign up call to action at the top of your page. So then you can just have a single donate call to action. And then the other place where you can customize this is when you navigate to race page, race URL. You can pick a preferred website domain. Again, if you're adding your own custom domain or subdomain, don't worry about this. But if you prefer GiveSignup.org, you can change that up on that page. So those are just the ways that you would navigate on the dashboard in your RunSignup race. And then for virtual fundraising events, you can set up any virtual event, including non-endurance fundraising events. So I just shared an example of one event that it was a fun fest, a festival that has changed and pivoted from being an in-person event to virtual and online. So they've used their cover page to communicate with their supporters. And as they come out with more information about how they're going to be doing this via video conferencing, they'll be able to easily update that website to include more information. But again, it's just a really nice use of a RunSignup race page, repurposing it for a non-endurance nonprofit fundraising event. So there's a lot of flexibility and creativity that you can do with the platform, which is why we're big fans of it. But yeah, I'm looking forward to working with nonprofits, seeing what you guys do with the platform over the coming weeks and months. So that wraps up my webinar and demo. If you have any questions, you can add them to the questions module on the side of your webinar. And I think Johanna is going to ask me questions that you guys are typing in.
So one, to start with, can you just explain a little bit more how the option works when you enable mailing a card?
Sure. So this was a suggestion from Komen, Minnesota. They are using GiveSignup to accept donations. And so we built this as an initial kind of version. I hope we're going to come out with future iterations of this. But what they do for their organization is they, sorry, I'm just going into an example of it. They send a card to everyone who's honored by a donation. So if I make a donation on behalf of Johanna, well, I'll just show you. So if I make a donation on behalf of Johanna, and I want to have a card sent to her, letting her know that a donation has been made on her behalf, I can come in here and I can enter her address and information, and then the nonprofit will get that in their donation dashboard. There is a report here called Donation Dedication List, and you'll see the different names and the different donation amounts of these honorees, and the nonprofit will be able to physically mail them a card. So that's what the mail a card option looks like right now. In the future, we plan to add an e-card version, but that's probably several months down the road in terms of our development priorities.
And if I want to set up a donation website for a charity, but I don't work for the charity, how do I set up the payment for that?
Good question. So you would create a donation website. Actually, I think I need to just go through this. So, so you just set up the donation website information and then create donation website and continue. And then on the payment step, you would click the setup later option, and you would invite the person from the nonprofit who would be adding the payment account, and they'll be sent an email with instructions on how to add the payment account. So it's really similar to if you've set up a race on RunSignup on behalf of someone else. You can just invite them to add the payment account here.
One more back to the enable mail a card. Is it only available in the donation form, or is it also available on the donation websites when you click donate? And is it available on both GiveSignup and RunSignup?
It's only available on RunSignup, and I don't know off the top of my head if it's available. Oh yeah, it's available on both the donation website and donation forms. So it's on the donation website, it's under donation display settings, and it's the mail a card setting. And again, you can add your custom text for what you would like to show.
Okay. I think that is all I see right now. But if you have more questions, you can always follow up with us after as well.
All right. Thank you, Johanna. Thank you for everyone attending. Look forward to connecting with you guys and answering any questions you may have. Thanks.